we have to cover Bitcoin here. We actually dropped below 86K very briefly, went down to 85K inside of Bitcoin, but now we're back to 87. So we're going to talk about this, what I think is about to happen next. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice, but let's get straight into it. So like I was mentioning before, we went all the way down to 85K. So that was a pretty big drop. That was a pretty big drop there. We got pretty close actually to coming all the way down here to the 80K level. And if you actually look like right here, there's a small little support there that actually makes sense for why we ended up stopping there. So, it actually makes sense. So we actually do have a little bit of a ways to go down. But yeah, if you look here, we're at a small little support area, which is probably going to be broken pretty soon. The crypto fear greed index is at fear, almost back in extreme fear actually. And yeah, we're down 2.6% in the last 24 hours, only 8.9% in the last 30 days, which really isn't as bad as you think. But what is bad is what's actually forming up here inside of Bitcoin. So I think if we do continue upwards here, we could either get rejected. We'd probably end up getting rejected here at this level or maybe below it. So I'm watching this area right here. So a rejection could be coming. We have the percent R trend exhaustion doing something pretty interesting. And I show this a lot because when we see the short-term trend breaking out far past the long-term trend like this, it's usually an indication that we're about to get a pullback because, the short-term trend can only go up for so long, but once it becomes overbought, it must come down. If the long-term trend's not up there, it's not going to stay up there for too long, and it's probably going to look exactly like this. And we're probably going to end up getting this next big drop like this. So I think that another drop is imminent. It's going to be probably coming pretty soon. And if you look at this, let's see, that was about a 5% drop. So if we take it from where we are now, 5%, we could be down at 82K in no time. So, this is a interesting way for things to start forming up here. But yeah, I was talking about my previous video, how it could quite possibly be a double bottom. But remember, let's say if it hits this, if it goes below the 74K area, then it's not a double bottom. And then now it's probably going to continue to go downwards if it goes below that area. So yeah, we definitely have to pay attention to that. And then the next support after that would be 74K, and it would probably try to bounce back up and try to get back above 80, 85, and then probably going down a little more for then, or recovering, but we don't know until that actually comes. So we don't even really need to worry about that, right? The main thing you need to worry about is whether or not we'll actually end up recovering from here and doing a double bottom, because a double bottom is it's a bullish pattern, just like a double top is a bearish pattern. But we always enter these bear markets after our double tops. If you actually look at the weekly chart, you can see like multiple times, like every single time Bitcoin pulls back and crashes has been due to a double top, all the way other than back here. All right, that's the one time I'll say. And if you look at it, I mean, this could kind of be considered a double top, kind of. I don't know if you would want to really consider that but yeah, if you look at all the other times, it's really been a double top. Even that first one was kind of questionable. Like, this is a double top right here. We have had another one right here before we had that pullback. You can see here, topped out twice. And then this second one right up here, topped out twice. And then our most recent one, which topped out twice. And now it's pulling back. So again, if this is a double bottom forming, this could just be a temporary push upwards. And if it's not a double bottom, then I'm pretty much expecting to end up seeing this pulling back down to about 74K if it's not a double bottom, right? So we just got to see what's happening. You already know what I mentioned with the percent R trend exhaustion. So we're all good there. Now the 4-hour chart here, looking at the MACD, this is a lot of selling pressure right here. And I wouldn't be surprised if we started to have some buying pressure coming back in. So like a temporary push upwards, just kind of like how I was mentioning here, pushing up just a little bit, getting rejected somewhere along these lines, and then coming down even further. So that's pretty much what I'm waiting for right now. And then we have the daily chart. We have the short-term trend still pulling back, like I mentioned in all my other videos, that it's going to continue to pull back as the long-term trend continues to pull back as well. So we're still doing the same exact thing that we've been doing, which is pulling back. So let's see if this is a double bottom. And if this is indeed a double bottom, expect another push higher and another push higher until we get to 109K, and then reject it at 109K to continue our bear market. So that is kind of how I'm looking at it. But we don't necessarily have to go that route. Like, it doesn't have to do exactly that. That's just how I'm seeing it. And then if you also look at the MACD on the daily chart, actually selling pressure is about to come right back in. You can see it's about to cross down here. It's completely slowed down. This is exactly what it does when it switches to selling pressure. So we're about to see that speed up a little bit to bring it down to 80K. And if we break 80K and go into the 70Ks down to like 74, then yeah, that is very bearish. But either way, we're bearish, okay? Either way. So I'm going to keep you guys updated on this. Definitely hit the like button, subscribe. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. Go ahead and become a member of the channel. It's only $9.99 per month, and you can have me go over a technical analysis for any crypto that you want, as long as it's not some type of scam coin, right? So go ahead and join, become a member of the channel, and then leave a comment on any one of my videos letting me know what you want me to go over next. Big shout out to the members. Yep, and as always, I'll be back with another video.